Hello, and welcome back to the Great Britain campaign for the United Kingdom. Haha, I should say, rather than Great Britain. And in this episode, we will be continuing on in 1936. Hopefully we'll get to 1937 in this episode, and we'll be able to start building some proper units, because we've nearly finished this massive bunch of destroyers and things. Or at least, hopefully very soon. I didn't notice this in the last episode. We have a destroyer in the queue called HMS Gypsy. Now I'm going to have to look up the service record of HMS Gypsy when this episode is over. And I might make it the flagship, because, wow. Okay, so... yeah, I'm not paying that. It's not happening. It's so much money. I mean, yeah, I get it. You know, everyone wants to be paid, but it seems like a lot of money. And I don't know why we've got a supply issue in Hull. That was bizarre. So, zinc trade offers. Money is at least 8,000. Whoa, why did we get 8,000 money? Whoa. I'm sorry, why has that happened? Sure. We'll do that, I guess. I think I just missed something there. Colour me a bit confused by what just happened. I like having 36 in our research investment at the moment, so I'm going to keep that going so that I can get the next unit of destroyer armament. Destroyers are the backbone of the British Navy, and here we go. Our backbone has started to come on out. Oh, the HMS Hero, HMS Hostile, HMS Hotspur, HMS Hunter, HMS Hyperion, HMS Hasty. Don't be hasty, Master Baggins. Oh, okay. So we have a choice of places we can buy zinc from. Well, historically speaking, it would make the most sense to buy zinc from either Canada or the United States. So we will trade with Canada for zinc. I'm not sure. Do we get a benefit to doing that? Well, I assume we do, and then something will pop up and tell me what that benefit is. Okay, so we got issues at the moment, I see, with... right, you get debuffs. Okay, interesting. So, HMS Gallant, HMS Garland, HMS Gypsy, and HMS Glowworm. All very important destroyers. Okay, let's keep building. Okay, so we're... Canada... oh, Canada! Well, that's just terrible. Yeah, we'll do a war games. Okay, so people are buying things from us. Right, I see what's going on here. There's, like, trade going on. Okay, so tungsten. That actually could be very important. And aluminium is important as well. I think we need to go for tungsten first. So once again, I'm going to do a trade with Canada, because I feel like it's the most secure trade that we have. Although it would be nice if Canada would buy stuff off us, rather than off the Americans. Come on. So supplies are only going to last a certain amount. And okay, we got the next level of carrier hangar. We'll be doing a very carrier-centric playthrough. Yeah, we definitely want to upgrade our light cruisers. Okay. Our cruiser tech is extremely behind. We need to be very careful about that. HMS Grenade. Hopefully it doesn't mean it'll explode after a few seconds. And Schmeling KOs Lewis. It's a big boxing thing. Just pause the video if you want to read it. I'm not, you know, it's not my thing. HMS Griffin, HMS Icarus, HMS whatever, Imogen. Now, so far I quite like this update. I would say that they've added even more micromanagement in, which you do wonder whether or not this game needs a lot more micromanagement. Because there's already a lot in Black Ice. And does it really need much more? I would argue probably not. I don't mind the micromanagement. I quite enjoy it. But, you know, there is a lot of it. Okay, and the last of our destroyers is coming online now. HMS Imperial. It's a very British name. Okay, so let's get the cruiser heavy anti-air going. We want to get anti-air cruisers as soon as possible. We've got the next level of oil refining. Let's get the HE ammunition. In World of Warships, that's a very important thing for cruisers, is to have good HE. Okay, and let's have a little look. Let's get Germany going, and let's get increasing threat on them. And have a look at what they're building. Right, so they've got a few destroyers on the way. I'm not building anything too much yet. Now, we're going to need to pick out some nations that we want to join us. Now, I'm personally not against influencing Iran, Saudi Arabia and Afghanistan into our faction. We don't want Axis powers impacting us in the Middle East, particularly. I'm not adverse to getting some of the South American countries in either, if possible. I often see this area as a bit of a write-off. So, I think Brazil could be a good candidate. So, let's try and get Brazil into our faction. And let's support our party. Then, in Saudi Arabia, let's think about how we could influence them. Let's influence them. And I feel like we could do the same with possibly Iran, maybe? Because we want to get control of all of the oil. Although I think there's an event that triggers an invasion in Iran. So we'll just stick maybe with Saudi Arabia for now. Oh, in fact, where does the USA start on the pyramid? Not really anywhere, does it? South Africa is a little bit further away than I'd like. All of our other buddies are sort of higher. South Africa is a bit of a distance away, so let's get them, you know, seeing things a little bit better. next level of airbase blueprints. Yeah, we don't have a huge amount of supply. I'm not that bothered. I mean, I love this new naval ship sort of building system. That seems really good. Seems like they've done a lot of work there to improve that. So agriculture has advanced. Let's get the screws and rudder going, because we need to have the best navy in the world. Okay, and ideally I want to get an Imperial University, so I need at least 25,000 in supply for that. Let's go news and politics. And let's build up our supply stockpile for a while. I don't think I have the ability to support anyone. No, I don't. That's disappointing. So we've got the CAG bomber focus upgraded. And we've got the whole shape optimization stuff going to be coming online soon. Right, so that means we have decided to go down open hangar. That's fine, because if we've got the carrier deck armor optimization, you'd think we'd already have that other bit sorted, so that's fine by me. I'm not gonna quibble over that. Let's get the armor thickness, the heavy armor thickness, and the cruiser horizontal protection. We're gonna want a lot of cruisers. It looks like the Italians finally took Abyssinia. Took them about 7 months. And we're nearly at the level we need. Very good. Right, now we can get the university. I feel like we should start with a university, considering Cambridge and Oxford are both in the UK, but mod developers, put a university in Britain. Right, very good. And we've nearly got 100% office, 110% officer ratio, which is ideal. And in fact, we'll get the screws increased. Screws is the name for the propellers. we're nearly in August. Oh, no, didn't want to do that one. Let's do the radar. Oh, dual-purpose guns. That's good. Very useful. Oh, okay. So the 4x2 layout. These are capital ship placement layouts. Okay. Very interesting. I think I will just leave that there for now. Once we've done that. And then we'll soon be able to get onto our doctrinal texts. We can get tank destroyers, so we shall. This isn't going too badly so far, I don't think. Soon I'll need to have a massive reorganisation of our Air Force as well as Navy. I'm just waiting on these cruisers to finish. And then I'll have a look at what we're going to build next. If there's one thing the Brits were very good at, it was building armoured cars, so we will get that going. And I believe in bomb load. Yeah, it's on to 1937 tech. Forget I said anything. Let's get capital ship damage control. And there we go, some more cruisers. Okay. Now, to keep our practicals up, let's have a little look at what we can build. So, we can build some cruisers in 13 months. They're quite expensive, aren't they? So let's get 2 of them. Then flotilla-wise, let's get some destroyers. Do they use the same practical? They do, although destroyers are quite a little cheaper. So let's build... I think 8 is good. And then air-wing wise, let's get some serial builds of fighters. Because there's one thing we're going to need, it's fighters. So production wise, to do that, what do we need? Okay, that still leaves a little bit to play with. So radar wise, it's only 60 kilometers away from Dover, so let's build that up. Great Yarmouth already has sight range. 80 from there, 73 from there, 113, 100, 113. It's 83, but you don't have any radar built. Scupperflow already has sight range. Douglas is only 12 kilometers. What about Malta? 43. Let's start building a little bit of radar there. Gibraltar. It's 48 kilometers, but you know, we're not going to need to see that much from there. I think building a little bit more radar is not a bad thing. Let's have a little look at IC. Portsmouth, let's get you up to 5, because you've got a picture Bournemouth, we'll give you 1. You guys have got stuff going on, so we will build IC wherever there's stuff like that. Worcester, you don't need any. Coventry, Leicester, Bletchley. Now Cambridge, we'll definitely put one in Cambridge. Ipswich, let's put a couple in at Ipswich. Do you know what? These places have got airfields. So where there's an airfield, we'll build an IC, which means we're going to have IC everywhere. Liverpool only needs 1 IC to build up. God, it's really strange looking at all of these towns. Towns and cities in the UK. I've never been to Scotland, actually. I think we'll leave it there. Right, we've got a lot put into production now. So incendiary bombs. Let's get the carrier damage control. And then we can get on to Grand Plan Doctrine. So central planning, which gives us a small amount of combat reinforcement chance. That descent is being lowered. The game is like sort of stopping a little bit. Something to just be aware of. And we get some decent supply Thuriput stuff, so let's make sure we take those. Because they're both really good techs. We'll take those African army units. Survivors have returned. We're nationalising the private sector. That says nothing about my political beliefs. Wink, wink. Or at least when it comes to the gas. Our gas and our utilities in the UK is not fun. You know what? Let's do the aluminium trade offer. Who do we buy from? I think the United States is going to be best for aluminium. We're doing trade deals. We're doing more trade deals than Liam Fox. We're losing a lot of blueprints. We need to sort of keep an eye on that. In fact, Germany, let's go to Italy and have a little look. I'm going to do some covert operations in your country. And in Japan, come on, you should know your alphabet by now. Let's do some counter-espionage, and let's also do some covert operations. Oh, good. They're still able to roll onwards. Yeah, okay. Everyone's stealing our shit. That does mean we can get armor plate thickness, so we shall. Okay, and we will give them something. That march was a pretty major event in the mining. There was a lot of issues with mining in the well, all the way up until the 80s. Actually, there was a lot of issues with mining. Very sad. I'd like to get up to 100k officers. Okay. And you know what? We can pay you this time. Because we got the money. Special operations and training is good. Some of these techs look quite good, like the machine gun and mortar support. I like that. Nutritional warfare is good. Just going to get assault concentration because we get that combat reinforcement chance. Okay, so does that mean we get the ability to increase our destroyers? So that's good. That's exactly what we want. Get some that level of destroyer class out. The cruiser class has just gone up. Hedgehog defense is a type of military tactic. I think mass assault is better. We've got the cruiser light anti-aircraft. We'll do the hedgehog defense. So great war analysis and rolling artillery barrage is very important for British. Military doctrine, capital ship raiders. Why not? Right, so that gives us the ability to create tank destroyers. Don't mind letting that roll. so Great War Analysis. And we're nearly at the end of the year. Once it's the end of the year, I'll call it an episode. So, right, so cruiser engine has just upgraded. Does that unlock us the ability to do anything else on that tab? I don't think it does. So let's get the rolling artillery barrages. You know what, I'll take a point out of there. Just so we can do that. And we can get the first level of night combat training soon, so we'll take these two, as well as naval underway replenishment, which is a very important technology. So the king intends to marry, which isn't good, because in British society you can't marry someone that you like if you're a royal, as ridiculous as that is. Right, so naval underway replenishment. We can grab that because that gives us a whole bunch of range modifiers. Like cruiser thickness has just gone up. And then we can take capital ship raiders. That radar built pretty quickly, so that's good. And yes, that has given us sight range in the mouth of the Thames to go with our sight range in the Wash. So you're 60 from there. Channel Islands are only 37 from there. Penzance is only 40, so we can get full sight range really of the whole coast. Although we'll need it in Brighton as well, probably. So, cruiser screws have just advanced, as well as the heavy anti-air. Let's get the night combat training. And we're buying, right, nickel trade offer. Money is at least 9,000. We'll buy the nickel from Canada. Canada's going to get all the money. I quite like this new trade system. It's got quite a, you know, it's got a few different things going on. Got advanced education investment advanced. Take the port strike tactics. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to pick one more and I'm going to go for the ground attack efficiency. Just because I think that's important, regardless of who you play as. Right, so the abdication crisis has just hit. Pocket battleship. Don't mind letting that roll. So we've got dual purpose guns. It's upgraded, let's keep that going. No one wants to buy anything off us. We'll do the Bank for International Settlements. So money shortage is imminent, but I don't think it's imminent. It's quite the major issue we've got there. Oh, and I've been playing the Outer Worlds pretty much all day today, so I would have had more Hearts of Iron out, but I'm liking the Outer Worlds so much that I've just had to play that for the whole time. And there we go. Right, so that's perfect. We managed to build some more destroyers and things. Right, so let's just get the year to tick over. We can order some battleships. And annex Egypt. Right, so we'll go for reduce our neutrality. We'll build up the economy. And we'll go for a quick economic boost once again. And then let's get those operating techs going. Right, so we will set up and train the Army of India. We're building some more fighters. I'm just going to organise actually our air force quickly. Got 55 air units. Pretty impressive, in fact. Yeah, let's bring them all back. Yes, so we've got 82 air units, including 9 transport planes, 6 tactical bombers, 7 strategic bombers, and several naval bombers. That's not actually too bad. That's a pretty decent force that I can build up. I now know what I need to build, at least, as well, which is good. It looks like I need to build a few twin-engine fighters, if I can build those. I can't build them yet. That'll be the next thing I build. Just so that I can start making those twin-engined... I have builds of planes that I use, which is the way I would do it. Yeah, so 1 more naval bomber, 6 twin-engine fighters, 2 more air interceptors, 1 light bomber, 2 more strategic bombers, Go for another 4 tactical bombers, 1 light bomber, and then quite a few CAS if I want to combine and make 5-unit fighter bomber CAS groups. And then I'll need a lot more fighters. Right then, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of the UK campaign. In the next episode, we'll continue our build-up. And we'll continue to get sight range of the seas around us. Because there's no better way to sort of use things to your advantage than having control of the sea and the ability to see what you need to see. Right, so thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. And I'll start devising what my military strategy is going to be in the next episode. So thanks again. Bye-bye.